So in the previous two videos on time and work, okay, we will be continuing with the same session, time and work. So in the previous two videos, what we have done is we have understood the basic concepts of work. So we started off with percentage method, and we have seen questions related to where the situations like efficiencies are equal, then efficiencies are different, and within efficiencies are equal, we have seen only one group existing and two groups are existing, but within a group efficiencies are same. This kinds of questions we have seen, and we have realized that the second category was round 2 question. Okay, then we have discussed about negative work concept, and we have discussed some other important patterns also. So here I'll be discussing two specific cases from which you can get questions, and at the same time we will look at some of the other concepts also. And if time permits, I will quickly go for a recap of product constancy method that we have discussed, because the application of product constancy rule will be there in time and work also. But when it comes to time and work, in the previous session I told you, when we discussed about the concept of man days, rather than using product constancy rule, if you want, you can use the concept of man days. Okay, otherwise the easy method is always product constancy rule, because it can be applied across topic. Okay, and we have seen that 1 by x increase on one aspect will lead to 1 by x plus 1 decrease on the other, and 1 by x decrease in one aspect will lead to 1 by x minus 1 increase on the other. That's what product constancy rule, right? We will come to that. So let me start with a specific question. See, you will get questions like building a wall or constructing a wall, and you will get length, breadth, okay, and the height of the wall, okay, and you will also get the number of men required, the time each person is working. Okay, so number of men means you'll get questions like 10 men are working, okay, 10 hours per day. Okay, that's what I mean by this T. Okay, so working time per day is maybe 8 hours, 10 hours, etc. Then men involved is also given. The number of days will also be given. Okay, so see, in the previous cases they are just telling you 11 men can finish a work in 7 days, 7 men can finish in how many days. Now rather than giving in that way, this is a kind of questions which I have seen in some of the difficult papers. It's like L1, B1, H1 will be given, okay, M1, T1, D1 will be given. So you need to have a clear idea. I hope you have a clear idea of what I am discussing. Okay, I am talking about, you take this as the work. I am talking about the first work. What is the work? Construct a wall. That's the work. What is given? The dimensions of the wall is given, length, breadth and height. Since it is a first work, I denoted it as L1, B1 and H1. Okay, now here number of men, time each person working per day, the number of days it took to complete the work. So in the previous case, if you see, just number of days and the work is given. Now here the work itself is divided into 3 aspects, and number of days in that side you can again see 3 aspects. Now how will you make questions here? You can get another work. Okay, so this is the story which is given, and you can get another work where the length will be different, breadth will be different and the height will be different. So you can mark it as work 2, that is L2, B2, H2. Now length, breadth, anything can be same also, not a problem. But if some of any of these 3 varies, obviously that can be considered as a different work. Okay, but if all the 3 are same, it remain L1, B1, H1. This part also will remain the same. But if any one varies, then other part will also vary, and based on that you will get question. Now this is work 1, this is work 2. To do this work, now question will be here. Okay, see, they can, now what all things you need? You need M2, T2 and D2, obviously. Okay, so the question will be related to one among this. They will give you M2 and T2. Number of people will be given, time each person is working will be given, how many days it will take, or number of days will be given, time each person will be given, number of men involved, or number of men will be given, number of days it took will be given, how many hours each person worked per day. That can be the question. I hope you understood this clearly. So what we need to understand here is, you need to equate to work. Okay, so it's like this. Just remember, there is nothing to remember. L1, B1, H1 divided by L2, B2, H2. So basically W1 by W2 is equal to M1 T1 D1 divided by M2 T2 D2. Now one of this will be unknown. Now even if I want, I can keep any of this also as unknown. Okay, so one of this will be unknown. If let's suppose this is the unknown, if everything else is given, you can easily find it out, right? Just cross multiply this, okay, and divide accordingly. Okay, so when you cross multiply, you will get what you will get. It's like L1 B1 H1, and the denominator in the right hand side will come here. So M2 D2 and T2 is equal to L2 B2 H2 and M1 T1 D1. So if you need to find D2, if you know everything else, what is the answer? L2 B2 H2 M1 T1 D1. Slightly complicated, but you know, when you solve questions, you don't want to write all those things. I'll discuss question, okay? Divided by L1 B1 H1 M2 T2, and all these will be given. Just a calculation question. They're asking you to multiply and divide. That's it. If you want a question, if you want one example, okay, you see this question here. What is given? 20 men working 8 hours. Okay, so M1 and T1 is given, can build a wall of 200 meters breadth. So B1 given, 10 meters of height, H1 given, 20 meters of length, it is length. Okay, so length is 200, breadth is 10, and height is 20. So L, B, H is given. D1 is also given 10 days. Okay, so I am just writing for the purpose of understanding. In exam, in actual situation, you should not do all these things. Okay, so L1, B1 and H1 is given. What is L1? That is 200, B1 10, H1 20. What else is given? M1 and T1. And D1 is also given. M1 means number of men, that is 20. T1, that is given as 8 hours. D1, how many days it will take? 10 days. Okay, 10 days it will take. Now, what is the question? How many days? So the question is clearly D2. D2 is the question, like what we have seen in the example case, right? So what else will be given? 25 men is working. So M2 is given 25. 12 hours a day, that means T2 is given 12. Okay, length is given, so L2 is 400, breadth is given, so B2 is 10, height is given, H2 is 15. So see, you know everything except D2, and you can easily find it out by using, where is it? Okay, by using the previous method, right? So how to remember? Work 1 by work 2 is equal to, okay, that men concept. Okay, you can just remember M1 by M2, just remember like this. But when I say work, it involves L1 B1 H1 by L2 B2 H2. When I say men, that involves time, day and men also. Okay, so M1 T1 D1 divided by M2 T2 D2. Unknown is this, so you can cross multiply, get the answer, get out of its own. But keep in mind, this is again a round 2 question. You have a direct method, but you may take some time for this calculation, only for that. Especially when you're taking SSC, IBPS, etc. because you have much easier questions are coming. Okay, but for CAT it can be round 1 also. I hope this is clear for all of you. There is no need to have any doubt in this, right? Direct question. Just need to remember this or just need to know this. Another pattern which I need to discuss that I've seen in previous papers is, let's suppose A, okay, A take X days more than A plus B working together. See, if A plus B working together, they can complete the work in, let's suppose, 10 days. Then A take X days more, that means 10 plus X. That's the idea. Similarly, they'll give you information regarding B also. B take Y days more than A plus B working together. So what is common here? A plus B working together. And you are comparing it with A plus B. A's efficiency and B's efficiency, you are comparing it with A plus B working together. So A take X days more than A plus B working together. B take Y days more than A plus B working together. In this situation, the question will be A plus B working together in how many days complete the work? Very simple. If you know this pattern, root xy. Okay. So what is the idea? A take X days more. than a plus b, b take y days more. The moment you see a plus b will be root xy. It can be a direct question in some of the ECS paper. It can be a part of the question. I'll give you an example. I'll take a tough question with that you can understand all the problems that we have solved till now, including this. I hope you understood this completely. So the idea is, see, I'll get questions like this. Okay, let's suppose, see, a take 9 days, okay, more than a plus b working together. If b working alone, b take 4 days more than a plus b. You understood? A working alone take 9 days more than a plus b. B working alone take 4 days more than a plus b. Then a plus b working together, root of 9 into 4, that is root of 36, that means 6 days. So what is the question? If the question was a plus b working together, how many days the work is completed? 6 days. But I can ask you a different question also. See, a takes 9 days more than a plus b, b take 4 days more than a plus b. I can ask about a take how many days, or I can ask about b take how many days. You understood? So first what I need to do is I need to find a plus b working together. That I know I can find easily just by taking root of the product. Okay, 9 into 4, 36. So I got a plus b. In 6 days they complete the work. So what we know is a take 9 days more than a plus b. So we know a plus b takes 6 days. So a will take 9 days more, means a will complete the work in 15 days. B take 4 days more, means b will complete in 10 days. Okay, so this is what you can understand. A take 15 days to complete the work, B take 10 days to complete the work, and together they take 6 days to complete the work. And that you can do here also, you can understand from here also. Okay, one example, if you need to see, you take this question, a slightly difficult or you can say moderate question. There many concepts are involved. You can if you can solve it, I hope you understood all those concepts that we have discussed till now.